Why is the minimum wage not meeting basic needs in the United States? Today, my purpose is to inform you about how we can increase the minimum wage in the United States. As a working teen myself and being around peers who also work, I see the lack of the minimum wage to meet basic needs in my everyday life. Today, I will show you the lack of the minimum wage to meet basic needs, how we can increase this minimum wage, the benefits associated with it, and what you can do to support this increase. Through increasing the minimum wage, we can decrease the amount of people in poverty and inequality, boost the economy, and allow for workers to make a livable wage. First, let's talk about the lack of the minimum wage to meet basic needs in the United States. According to the National Employment Law Project, the federal hourly minimum wage in the United States is $7.25, and it has not been increased by Congress since 2009. To put this into perspective, Britain's hourly minimum wage is roughly $16.25, and our neighbors to the north, Canada, has an hourly minimum wage of $17.79. Both of these are over double what ours is currently. So, despite rising costs due to inflation, the United States is not supporting workers by increasing the money they can make at their jobs in order to live in this economy. Some may argue that increasing the minimum wage could equal more job losses due to companies needing to make profit, according to Investopedia. This is not true because the amount of job losses and loss of income is predicted to be very small with this increase. Next, how can we work together to increase the minimum wage in the United States? We can work together by passing the Raise the Wage Act. The Raise the Wage Act would work to gradually increase the minimum wage until it reached $17 an hour in 2028. Then yearly adjustments would be made in order to keep track with other median wages, according to the National Employment Law Project. Continuing from the National Employment Law Project, increased wages would have tremendous differences in everyday lives by helping food service workers and other service jobs have a livable income to work off of because they are making less than $35,000 a year, and it is hard to make basic needs with that income. Some may argue that this only benefits people of low income and can lead to increased job losses of those of higher incomes, according to the Congressional Budget Office. This is proven false by continuing to read the same article by the Congressional Budget Office because it predicts that there will be a very small number of job losses with this increase. Moving on, how will this increase affect daily life? Picture this. We keep the same $17.25 an hour minimum wage, and there continues to be a divide growing between the upper and lower classes. This would have us set almost to how our country started back in the 1700s. But picture, we increase the minimum wage to $17 an hour, and we combine the economy back together and allow more people to participate in our economy, thus boosting it. Finally, how can you take action? Today, my purpose was to inform you on how the minimum wage in the United States is not meeting basic needs. So what can you do? You can sign and submit a letter to your local congresswoman or congressman provided by socialworkers.org. This would show that there is people within communities all across the nation that want the national minimum wage increased. By passing legislation and making change, we can increase the minimum wage and allow people to have a better everyday life. Together, we need to work so we can increase the minimum wage. Thank you.